What was your childhood like? Were you like the quiet observer or you were like the dreamer?
I've always been the dreamer. I'm somebody that if you tell me an idea today, the way my mind will go far. I've always been very like the bookworm, A1 student. The one that's always studying, always dreaming big. You know, even before content, I've always also been a really ambitious person. Like I'm a really ambitious woman. There was a time I wanted to go into selling clothes. Like I think I was like 13 at the time. I think this was during COVID, I think, if I'm being correct. Yeah. My siblings and I, there was a time I sold Chapman. I've done making like beads, bracelets for people. I've had like this small kiosk that it was like a bakery.
Yeah.
I've sold pancakes and all of those things. There was a time I went on Google and I searched for all the restaurants in Abuja and I wrote down their phone number and I was calling them one by one. Please, do you need a social media handler and a content creator? And I was calling them one by one and I landed like a job, but it was at a flower shop. Yeah, I think they were paying me 50K monthly, but it was a really nice experience.
How old were you then?
I think I was 17. There's so many things that I've done that I don't even remember that I've done them because it feels like I've lived a really long life at such a young age. I may not necessarily have it all figured out right now, but because I know where I want to be in my life, it's amazing to like be this way. I can't imagine being any other way.
We live in a creative space where guys are more dominant, than ladies. We don't have much ladies in the creative space, right? It's just few of them, and you happen to be one of them. Yeah. So I'm very, very curious about what led you to be a filmmaker. How does it feel being a female filmmaker?
It feels nice, honestly, because I started flying drones first. Like, that was what I really, really loved doing. But then since I was 13, I've always liked content and all. Like I used to manage my own social media pages and all. Like I used to make content.
From 13 years?
From 13, 14. Let me just say 14. So it's not like I'm exaggerating.
Crazy.
Since I was 14. It feels really nice to do something that not everybody has the guts to do.
Yep.
Because being a woman sometimes, I think there's this extra fear that comes with it, especially when you're doing something that's really male dominated.
Yeah.
So I'm just grateful to God that in a way I have the guts to do it. So, and it feels special. And every male I have around me, like they're all really kind and they're all very nice, very supportive. So it really doesn't even feel weird. It feels like we're all the same because they all treat me normally. But sometimes it's like extra care, but then they all treat me normally. So.
Was there anybody in your family that you say you started managing your social media page from 13? Was there anybody in your family that was into content or something really aesthetics?
Okay, so this is how it started. My aunts, they are into events.
Yeah, okay.
So they do this
like events planning.
No, they like pretty kind of event planning, but they create events.
Oh.
So they do this one for Christmas. I don't know if you've ever seen a Transcorp Hilton. It has lots of lights.
Currently?
No. It opens in December, but then like they do it every year.
Oh, wow.
So that was how it started. And I think I was like around 14 when they opened the first one. And then that was what made me start doing content. But for the drone flying and all, I started when I was about like 16. I was almost 17. Because right now I'm 19. So how it started, the drone flying was through my aunt.
Your aunt?
Yeah. Like I was really sad this particular period in my life. Teenage blues and all.
Yeah.
So before that, my brother was flying drones. So they were just looking for something that I could do to like make me feel better.
Yeah.
And then they were like, do you want to do this? And I was like, yes, I was so happy. So yeah, that was how that started.
That was like age 16?
Yeah, just before I turned 17.
What drone was that?
Mini 2 Pro.
Crazy.
Mini
Nice.
2. No, not the Pro. Mini 2, sorry.
Okay. So what drone do you fly now?
The Mini 4 Pro.
You are no G now. Was there anybody in your family that kicked against you taking filmmaking seriously, videography seriously?
That did what?
Like kicked against it?
Oh, you know what? Till now, my dad doesn't know that I do this. So he
Oh.
lives in the UK, so it's like a bit easier to hide from him.
I think he knows now because you have exposed yourself.
So he
Okay.
doesn't know because I'm still in uni. Like I'm in my final year now, and he's very like the typical go to school,
Kind of that.
finish, do career, and like he's very against like business. And you know this is more like business.
Wait, you like this part, right?
This part of my life,
Yeah, part of filmmaking.
I love
Instead
it.
of the school.
I love it so much.
What are you studying currently?
I study international relations and political science because I want to be president when I'm 50.
Wow. I like you're not creating content.
Honestly, I love politics.
Wow.
That was my first dream. You know, everybody has that one dream from childhood and all. So I love politics.
So how do you balance this now? You love politics, you love filmmaking. Do you want to be that president that also still flies?
Yes, now I'm even going to create a ministry of filmmaking.
Shit out of here. Crazy. Nice.
It's really hard sometimes, honestly, like especially this year, because this year God has been so good to me. This year has been so many opportunities, like so many great opportunities. And so I remember even when I was writing exams, I would be studying, I'll edit in the nights, maybe from like 8 p.m. to like 12 a.m. I'll edit. Then from like 1 a.m. I'll take a break. From like 1 a.m. I'll start studying till it's time for my exam. And there were even times I'll be sleeping in the car, like I was so exhausted. And then after my exams, I'll go to work, I'll go and shoot. And then be repeating the same process. And it was so crazy. I even fell sick because I was like really ill for a long time. And you know, even with that illness, I was still working. I refused to stop. Even till now, my family, they're always like, rest, Renee, like take a break. And I'm like, the show must go on.
It's crazy how filmmaking feels like. At this point, your body is tired, and the next point, your spirit is dragging you to the timeline. It doesn't feel like discipline anymore. It now feels like obsession. This moment you want to sleep, but an idea won't let you be. You want to rest, but a thought refuses to leave your head. You see that thin line, that gap between exhaustion and excitement. That is where real creativity exists. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. At what point you started taking filmmaking seriously? So you started something at the age 13, at age 13, but at what point? You started flying drone from 16. What point you started taking it very seriously, like this is an occupation, I have to start earning from this?
Despite the fact that I started flying drones when I was almost 17, I was so anxious, and anxiety is something that it took me a very long time to overcome. And it wasn't up until this year even that I overcame that anxiety. And sometimes I get afraid when I fly, but then I just push it aside. So before I started because I used to already make content, I started making content for like real estate and all of that, and I would use my phone. And I remember at the time it was my iPhone 12. I'll use my phone and I'll record, and then I'll use my Mini 2, I'll fly. And then I remember my very first client, I think they paid me 25k. And it was a friend of mine that gave me the job.
Really?
And I was so happy. And when I saw that the result was good, I was like, you know what, like there's no way I'm not going to take this thing seriously. And then what else? I think in 2024, I started seeing Grant's video, and I was like, this is mind-blowing. I was like, I have to meet this guy. And so meeting Grant, meeting Achieve, they've just being around them makes you more creative, and it
Yeah.
also pushes you to do things that you wouldn't even believe that you can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, fast forward to now, by the grace of God, I've done a lot of good things, even things I haven't even posted yet. And I've made like more than that 25K, way more than that. So yeah, that was when I knew I was going to take it seriously.
Was there any time you felt like giving up or quitting during this?
Almost every time. I'm not even joking. In fact, recently, I cried. Like, I was editing and I was so overwhelmed. Like, the work was just too much. And you know, the thing about this work is that it's really 80% your mind. And when your mind is not in a good place, you can't really achieve anything that you want to. So my mind was not in a good place. I was tired. I wanted to sleep. I had like 3-4 clients on my neck. And I was just, that day, I was just overwhelmed. And I just cried. And as soon as I finished crying, I went back to work because the work doesn't stop for you. So there are so many times where I've wanted to give up. Times when I've doubted myself. In fact, I doubt myself a lot and I get anxious a lot. And I'm a perfectionist in a way. So sometimes I wouldn't want to post or do something because I feel like it's not perfect. But one of the things I'm learning now is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be okay. And if you like it, sometimes that's all that matters. So yeah.
So did your family understood what you're doing, or did they think you're wasting your time when you initially started?
Honestly, I'm so blessed to have the type of family that is extremely supportive. You know, even initially when I started the content and the drone flying, it was my aunt that gave me their drone. Because you know they're into events and all. So they have a drone and they gave me my first drone. And they gave me to be using, and they are so supportive. Everybody is so supportive. Even till today, they're like my acting managers. So I always send them, see what this client said, what do you think? Everybody is so supportive. I'm so blessed. Like, I don't have family drama, apart from the fact that my dad doesn't know. Everything else is spot on.
Nice. Well, don't you think your dad has found out? He's just not saying anything about it.
You know what? Funny enough, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows. I wouldn't be surprised because I just wouldn't be surprised. He's like a very smart person. He's not someone you can just be conning around easily. So he might even know. Maybe he's just not ready to talk about it yet.
What's that one project you did that make you feel like, nah, I'm made for this? You spoke about the 25K or the 20,000 naira job. But was that a project that made you feel like, I'm built for this, I should keep doing this?
What project? I think based on performance, I would say there's one I did recently with Golden Penny. I think that was it. Like, I was like, wow, like I could handle this. First of all, I did it alone. I was so, I don't know what I was thinking, like thinking that I could handle it alone. But I did it alone, and when I did that, I was so proud of myself. I think that's one of the jobs I've done that I've been so proud of myself because I did it alone. Like, I was able to handle the pressure and everything because it was a day event. So it's something that, it can't happen twice. So I think that was it for me.
What year was this?
This year.
Oh, nice.
Sometime in April for Easter.
Nice. What was your childhood like? Were you like the quiet observer or you were like the dreamer?
I've always been the dreamer. I'm somebody that if you tell me an idea today, the way my mind will go far. I've always been very like the bookworm. A1 student. The one that's always studying, always dreaming big. Even before content, I've always also been a really ambitious person. Like, I'm a really ambitious woman. There was a time I wanted to go into selling clothes. Like, I think I was like 13 at the time. I think this was during COVID, I think, if I'm being correct, I wanted to start selling clothes. My siblings and I. There was a time I've sold Chapman. I've done making like beads, bracelets for people, and I've sold it at events. I've had like this small kiosk that it was like a bakery.
Yeah.
I've sold pancakes and all of those things.
Damn.
I've always been a dreamer. I've always been. There's so many things that I've done that I don't even remember that I've done them, because it feels like I've lived a really long life at such a young age. So I've always been the dreamer. I've always been ambitious. I've always been someone that knows what they want to do. Sometimes I don't know what I want to do, but I know what I want to become. So I may not necessarily have it all figured out right now, but because I know where I want to be in my life, it's amazing to like be this way. I can't imagine being any other way.
Okay. The way you say it makes me like it, you know. You're speaking like what's the name of that this AI model that Grant do use for his video? Very nice and demure kind of voice.
Oh, for the voice?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't even know the person. You can play it for me after, then I'll see.
Okay. So let me just check this camera. I'm very skeptical whether it's recording or not.
Thank you.
You look fine on this camera.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling him to make me look like Kim Kardashian.
See, that's why
guys, I told him to make me look like Kim Kardashian.
I'll try my best. We'll live in an AI generation now, so anything is possible.
Yes, no.
Okay, when did people start taking you seriously?
I think my family has always taken me seriously. I think clients have, I don't even know. I think this year, I'll say this year, that's when like clients started taking me really seriously.
Crazy.
I've reached out to so many people. You know, even before my life started going far by the grace of God as it is, there was a time I went on Google and I searched for all the restaurants in Abuja and I wrote down their phone number and I was calling them one by one. Please, do you need a social media handler and a content creator? And I was calling them one by one and I landed like a job, but it was at a flower shop. Yeah, I think they were paying me 50K monthly, but it was a really nice experience.
How old were you then?
I was 16, I think. I was about to turn. No, I think I was 17.
Crazy.
So I've worked in a flower shop. And I also got a job with a restaurant as well. So I think was I doing both at the same time? I think so. Either I was doing both at the same time or I got fired from one and then I went to do the second one. You know, honestly, I got fired after a month.
What happened?
I wasn't really creative with it, to be honest. It was my fault, so I deserve to be fired.
Okay, just keep my head. Just keep my head.
Oh,
Crazy.
it's okay. Take your time.
Yeah.
Hi.
Gymnastic. I think it's over there. I think so. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All of this cuts.
Oh, it's okay. I think it makes it more natural.
What's that?
The cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
So I was wanting to ask, do you still like do 9 to 5, that monthly pay, or you now work for yourself?
So what I now do is I have a job that pays me monthly, but then the way I structured it, I'm able to do other things because I only go twice a week and it's still under filmmaking.
Nice.
So it's a spa, so I shoot videos for them and then they pay me monthly. I did that so I can just have like a monthly stream of income.
Yeah.
It's always good to have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, I work for myself.
Nice.
I write my own invoices, I speak to clients. Yeah, it's me.
That's nice. Okay, what does being a filmmaker mean to you now, other than when you started?
I think now I'm more sure of it. When I started, I wasn't really certain. I wasn't really sure. And I remember that I even used to tell Grant that I wasn't sure like if this is what I want to do. And he'll tell me, how can you not be sure when you're already here trying to learn and everything? So now I think I'm more certain about it. So now it means much more to me than it did before. Now it feels more like my dream, like it's something I want to see through to the end.
Crazy. Nice.
Yeah.
Like that. So if you met, I've always asked this question anytime I get to interview any person, as long as you're a creative, because we are leaving some things for the younger ones to take over, as well as there were some points where our guys left some for we to take over. There were times where my boss would be like, I have this job, but the pay is not good. Can you handle it? I'll be like, give it to me, stuff like that. So they're always younger creative or people they love what you do and they want to do what you do. So like, what's your advice or what do you have to say to these guys regarding your story?
Honestly, firstly, I feel so honored that you can tell me to give people advice because I'm still looking for advice till today.
Yeah.
But what I'd say is, especially for like the females and all, because for some reason I feel more endeared to them.
Yeah.
It's like, don't be afraid, just do it, and don't also be afraid to look stupid. Text people, send DMs, send 100 messages. Before I met Grant, I texted him and I was so afraid to even text him. But I texted him and he answered me, and that's like one of the biggest opportunities I've gotten till now. So text people, don't be afraid to look stupid, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Try your best, show up. It gets really tough sometimes, and like there'll be times where you even question yourself. There'll be times where like people may not even like your work. Like I had a client recently that was like, there's no vibe in my video, and it pained me so much. So that alone is enough to mess up your confidence.
Yeah.
But what I'd say is just keep doing it. Not everybody would like it, but you need to know why you're doing it. I think that will help you it won't pain you as much as it would have if you didn't know why you're doing this and all. So yeah, shoot your shot, ask questions. Till today, I still disturb Achieve. I'm always asking him questions. There's no Renee without Grant and Achieve and like my aunts and my family. They always answer me. Like I'll ask them like 100 questions and they will still answer me. So I'm always so grateful for them, and I think my story is really incomplete without them. So I just had to mention them here.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful for them, and they've been a really big part of this foundational level of my career. So yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. Okay.
What else?
One of the reasons I would love to have conversations with you is the fact that you're a female in a field crowded by male folks. Yeah, it's very rare, especially when it comes to females' job. You see guys they usually stand out. Was there any point that you stood out from guys around, and how did that make you feel?
That's a very deep question, but honestly, for some reason, I don't really feel like those moments have happened a lot yet.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll have times where it's just me in a room filled with male creatives, and I have this inside joke in my head. I'll be like, King of Boys. Have you watched the movie King of Boys? So I have this inside joke. I used to call myself.
You don't say it out.
Yeah, I don't say it out. So that's just pride. So I used to tell myself, like, I'll call myself King of Boys. But other than that, I've not had moments where maybe they'll come, and when they come, we have to redo this. We have to redo this.
Yeah, we have.
And maybe we should make this yearly.
Okay.
You know how Billie Eilish has this interview she does every year?
Oh, I don't.
It would be so nice. So you get to see me grow like at different stages.
Okay.
It would be wonderful.
Okay, nice. Do you look up to any female director or creative?
Yeah, Director Pink. I think she's one of the people
you look like her also.
I do. I look up to her a lot. I think she's amazing. She's amazing. I love women. You don't even know. I love seeing women do things that are just outstanding, and she's very outstanding. So I love her. And sometimes even when I feel doubt, I'll just go through her page. And then I also try to remind myself that it took these people years to reach where they are, and success is not overnight. So I always try to remind myself that whenever I feel like I'm lacking or I'm not moving as fast, because I'm a very like run and gun type of person. Like I want to do this now. So I always tell myself like slow down. It takes time, and things that take time to build, they're always worth it at the end. So yeah.
Nice. Okay guys, we've actually come to the end of this conversation. I'm not the type of guy that likes to talk to the camera also as much as Renee, but this is a wonderful conversation. I would like you to follow up on all social media platforms.
Follow me.
Captain Renee on Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
Yes, I'm on TikTok. I just opened my account.
Oh, but you're more active on Instagram. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Renee, just introduce yourself to my followers and ask them to...
Introduce myself. My name is Renee, and I'm a drone pilot and a filmmaker. So you guys should follow me, because just follow me if you want to follow me, please.
Yeah. Follow Renee and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. And
also follow him too, because he's like the best interviewer, and I enjoyed this, and it feels like I feel really comfortable. I thought I'll be so anxious, but for some reason I feel very free. So you guys should follow him.
Yeah.
He's the best in town. And he's going to be the best in the world. So.
Amen. All right. Renee, nice having you.
Bye.
So it's now from Captain to Renee now.
Yeah, anyone, call me anything.
Okay.
Give me a nickname, anyone that's best for you.
What's it by the time?
What?
The time now?
It's 2:51.